Okay, so I've been using the Logitech M720 for almost 3 years now. It's been a great experience. It's such a great alternative to the MX Master 2, but it's not perfect. So let's get to it. Okay, let's start with connectivity. The mouse has Bluetooth 4.2 and the Logitech unifying receiver, and you can pair it to a maximum of 3 different devices at a time. Once paired, you can quickly switch to each device by clicking on this connection switch button right here, the thumb area. However, it takes roughly 3 seconds to move smoothly after each switch, but other than that, it's a great experience. A common setup for this is to use the unifying receiver connected to the main machine and then use Bluetooth for connection 2 to laptop and connection 3 for a tablet or another laptop. Reason being is that with the unifying receiver, you get almost no latency, whereas with Bluetooth, you might notice the input lag, especially when playing games and stuff. Next is the form factor. The M720 is a full-size mouse that uses a similar shape to that of the MX Master, minus the thumb rest. It is tall and curved enough to get in contact with the surface of the palm, and the curves feel great both at the thumb and the pinky finger areas. Also, the 3 side buttons are ergonomically aligned with the thumb, but of course, as with many things, the overall comfort on this would depend on number 1, your hand size, and number 2, your grip type. To put things into perspective, this is how big or small my right hand is compared to the keyboard area of the 13-inch MacBook Pro 2015. Next, we have the buttons, wheels, etc. The M720 features 10 buttons, 4 of which have fixed functions, such as of course, the main clickers, the mechanical button for switching the wheel mode, and then the device switcher button, while the remaining 6 are customizable using the Logitech Options software. All 6 buttons can have universal customized action or specific customized action for each application. So the left and right clickers have a healthy amount of travel before engaging, and it has a solid and consistent feel all throughout the click. One good decision they made here is to separate the button cover from the rest of the body, which results in a more uniform click feel while allowing them to use hard plastic on the clickers while using a rubbery material for the rest of the body. The wheel is one of the highlights of the mouse. It features both ratchet and free scroll mechanism and horizontal scrolling. The wheel itself is weighted, so you get a good amount of inertia when scrolling both in free scroll and in ratchet scroll. The ratchet mechanism feels solid, although the noise can be quite annoying, especially when you're working in a quiet room. But that is where the free scrolling mode enters. With it, you can fly through any long documents, websites whatsoever. Just give it a flick and the inertia scroll will take you through the bottom of the document. Take note that the wheel does not automatically switch to free scroll mode, just like in the MX Master. I think that's one of the premium features that they reserved for the top of the line offering. Okay, another highlight of the M720 is the thumb gesture button, which resides on the thumb area resembled by this small protruding dash. The magic of this button comes with the Logitech Options software. With it, you can assign up to 5 different functions to this button. I assigned mine so it behaves exactly like the gestures on the MacBook trackpad. So for me, on Mac OS, that's press and hold, swipe up for mission control, press and hold, swipe down for app expose, press and hold, swipe left and right for the different desktops, and then just to press to show the desktop. Up next, the last 2 buttons are the 2 side buttons. In my use case, I use this a lot for tab switching in Chrome or zooming in and out of Final Cut Pro. Now that we've covered the highlights of the M720, let's talk about the material, the battery life, the weight, and its price. Most of the surface area, including the thumb gesture button, is covered in a matte black rubbery material, while the side buttons and the main clickers are made up of hard plastic. The wheel has a central rubber ring, and I'm not quite sure about the silver part here, but I think it is metal given the weight of the wheel. Speaking of weight, I would say that the M720 plus 1 AA battery is on the heavy side. I wish it was a little lighter, but it's not that heavy that it becomes a deal breaker or something. The single AA battery that came with the M720 lasted me for more than a year. And this is turning 4 years old now, and I'm still on my 3rd AA battery, so that takes away the hassle of charging and whatnot. As for durability, I dropped this twice already. So far, no rattling noise, no cracking, no whatsoever, and it's still performing really well, no dropped connections. Now, I think the M720 is priced competitively. It is on the same price as the MX Anywhere, but it is significantly lower than the MX Master. And for its price, it offers a lot of features that can only be found on the MX Master. For instance, it has the same form factor as the MX Master, so that gives you the comfort, while also offering most of the customizable buttons, except the horizontal scrolling wheel of the MX Master. This was released in 2016, so that means you can get it for much even cheaper these days. Again, you get 3 devices paired at a time, you get unifying receiver, Bluetooth, customizable buttons, 2 different modes for a scroll wheel and a thumb gesture button, and side buttons. I think it's a worthwhile investment. Overall, the M720 is an impressive option. With a price tag of $50, it is definitely not cheap, but I think it proves its worth and it gives you so much value for much less money than the MX Master. So that's it for this review. I hope this helped. I hope you can decide now, and thanks for watching.